Hello and welcome. So today, guys, we are going to be doing a full detailed review of Bond Number 9's Chelsea Nights. Isn't she beautiful? But before we jump right in, if this is your first time here, I'm Arahi, and in this channel, we love to talk about fragrances, makeup, and fashion. If that sounds like the type of content that you're interested in, well then please consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to leave a comment. Let's go. Did you know that in an industry such as perfumery that is primarily led and dominated by men, Bond Number 9 is the first company to have a woman founder and CEO. Her name is Laurice Ramey. The Bond Number 9 collection is named after the address of their founding headquarters located at number 9 Bond Street. And this collection pays homage to the beautiful and vibrant city of New York. Bond Number 9 has two missions as a company. Number 1, restore artistry to perfumery. And number 2, mark every New York neighborhood with a scent of its own. Chelsea Nights is an amber vanilla fragrance that was launched in 2022, and it is designated as a unisex fragrance. The nose behind this beauty is Miroslav Petkov. He is also responsible for Bond Number 9's Nomad. If we're talking about the notes of this fragrance, I can tell you that for me, the opening dominant notes are cacao saffron, a little bit of hazelnut, and definitely a faint rose. As the journey continues, I also pick up on other notes that are not as dominant as the opening ones, but that play very well together. They are patchouli, more vanilla, tonka bean, myrrh, and some suede. So I haven't had this fragrance for a very long time. This fragrance was launched in 2022, and I was waiting for the price to go down a bit because, as you know, Bond Number 9 fragrances are quite steep in price. If it's just a regular edition, we're talking about over $400, around the $460 mark if I remember correctly. And if you're talking about a limited edition, then you're talking about $700. So I was able to get this during a holiday discount, and I am so glad that I did. This is an incredible fragrance, guys. When I received it, I didn't have time to really test it thoroughly with a sample that I had. So when I received it, I just opened the box immediately and immediately sprayed it. And oh my goodness, it is truly a love at first sniff. And what I love about it is that it's so different than any other fragrance in my collection. There are so many layers here. It's a very complex fragrance that lends itself for an incredible olfactory journey. Oh, guys, the journey of this fragrance. The journey of this fragrance is one that makes me go into my fragrance room, open it up, spray it, just to experience it. And every time I do, I actually pick up on a new nuance of the fragrance itself. So for me, this fragrance definitely opens up with a quite strong cacao and saffron combination. Those two notes in the opening are quite dominant. After that, I get a bit of like nuttiness that I'm assuming is like from the combination of hazelnut and the cacao. And then I also get a very distinct rose in the background. It's not a rose that is dominant or present, but it is definitely like in the background. As the journey continues, I'm introduced to a very smooth, not leather, well, suede is leather, but it's more like a true suede smell. And it comes in with the sweetness of the vanilla. This is to me not really a sweet fragrance, just a touch sweet, and it's because of the vanilla. So I get the suede, the vanilla, and immediately I start to pick up on a creaminess brought on by a very, very well done patchouli. Then there's like a warmth and spiciness brought on by the note of myrrh, which I absolutely love. And at the dry down, guys, I have the most beautiful blend of vanilla, suede, rose, myrrh, tonka, patchouli, and saffron. To me, and without a doubt, this fragrance is all about a very seductive and highly energetic individual that at the same time is kind of like decadent. Everything they do is extra. It's to the max. There is such a vibrancy for life with this individual. This is definitely a fragrance that brings on a lot of character and personality to any outfit that you decide to finish this fragrance with. This is a fragrance that I get a good 6 to 7 hours from, if not more. At the 3-hour mark, it does become more of a scent bubble, but curiously enough, which is the beauty and the complexity of this fragrance, it does become a scent bubble, but then around the 5 to 6 hour mark, it becomes a skin scent. So it doesn't go straight and linear into a skin scent. It just starts with a very strong projection that lasts those first 3 hours, and then it transitions into like a scent bubble that's quite strong, if I'm honest with you. And then from there, it starts to gradually decrease until it becomes a very comfortable and beautiful skin scent. I love the skin scent that this fragrance provides because it's like I continuously get wafts of this fragrance all day long. And every time I do, I can't help but lift my arm and just smell it. And I am wearing it today. I absolutely love this fragrance, guys. This is really a stunning, stunning perfume. I have oversprayed this fragrance, but I've come to the point where I don't overspray it. I think that this is one of those fragrances where less is best, right? So I would just probably spray behind my ears, in my pulse points, and that's about it. See how that works with your skin chemistry, and then decide if you want to spray more or not. But this is not a fragrance that I recommend that you immediately overspray because it can become quite overpowering. To me, this is truly a unisex fragrance without a doubt. It does not lean feminine or masculine. I would definitely say that if you don't have a problem with the notes of cacao and saffron and myrrh, which tends to be sometimes controversial, I think this is definitely a fragrance that is a safe blind buy. Even though it does have the note of leather or suede, it's not really dominant in the fragrance, but it is present. So keep that in mind. All in all, I think that this is a safe blind buy if you are okay with all of the notes involved, because at least to my nose, all of the notes that have been disclaimed on this fragrance do show up. I think Chelsea Nights is a beautiful, beautiful release from Bond Number 9. I also know that there is no other fragrance within the Bond Number 9 portfolio of fragrances that can be compared to this fragrance. Not any that I have sniffed, and I dare say that I have smelled maybe not all, but almost all. I think this fragrance is truly a fragrance that you can use for casual occasions or more formal occasions. This is definitely a unisex fragrance. I see a man wearing this fragrance, and I definitely see a female wearing this fragrance. This is a fun and energetic type of fragrance while also being pretty seductive. This gives you a olfactory journey that will just capture your heart. Every time you spray this fragrance, it is an experience, it is a journey, and it is a delight to wear it. All right, guys, so we've reached the end of today's video. I hope I was able to give you enough information to make a decision if you were considering picking up this fragrance. If you have any other questions, please just leave me a question in the comment section below and I will answer it for you. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Thank you and welcome to all of my new subscribers, and I will see you in the next video.